So you have to have, when you're installing the Amazon outboard rack, you need to consider the following factors. You need to have enough space in your office or on-premises area. Uh, it's supposed to be a necessary height. You know, the rack is a object, so you need to provide enough space. And you you know the rack is the Amazon outpost rack. It's generating heat when you are attaching lots of switches, routers, and network equipments. You never gonna stop those equipments. Most of the equipments run throughout the year without any. You're never going to stop any of these device due to any reason. So in this situation, definitely the ventilation going to be a critical factor. You have enough airflow to make it reduce. The airflow is the best best methodology to cool down these servers and the network. Sorry, AWS frame, AWS outputs rack. So you need to have very good ventilation within that installation area. If you don't have the very good ventilation, so you better to use some AC or any other equipments to make it more ventilate. And however, you have to maintain 5 Celsius to 40 Celsius within the uh, outpost rack. So best way to maintain nearly around uh, to 20 Celsius. And the airflow, it is something like yes, eh, in as I said earlier, the airflow become a significant factor if you have very good without if you don't have proper ventilation. So your heat will increase uh, over the time period. The heat is getting increased, and your uh, servers and all the other network equipment get damaged. To avoid this one, you better to maintain the very good airflow. But if you are working with the steel type environment, you better to use the AC or air condition or something to reduce the heat. Yes, nearly it is it is quite heavy. So you can see it is nearly it is 100, maybe it is nearly around half a ton. It means more than half a ton. It means 635 kg. So it is very heavy equipment. So you have to consider whether it is matched to. So your working area or your place, your building should have a capacity to match this weight. And the next one is the size of the rack. As object, it is taking some volume, so you could able to store this volume. And uh, and the other one is when you're installing this one, you know that it is required, it's consuming the network. So you have to provide the internet connection. You can directly plug your internet connection to your rack. The next one is you better to provide a very good power supply to get the required power to run this rack. So in the installation process, we are mainly concerned on some guidelines. In the installation process, the first way is all together the people get together, all the department or department heads come and decide what are the what is their requirement. And once they based on their requirements, we are going to uh, do the installing. It means pre-installing means uh, we are discussing what are the features